Breaking news. You are pushing Nigeria into lawlessness. Peter Obi tackles Tinubu. Hi guys, welcome back to Spice Channel TV. Thank you for always coming out here. If you're joining us for the first time, please kindly subscribe to get notified when we post more breaking news updates. Please click on the notification bell and don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Thank you. My country people, the presidential candidate of the Labour Party in the 2023 presidential election has said the All Progressive Congress-led government, headed by Bola Tinubu, is steadily pushing the country into lawlessness. Speaking in a statement he personally issued on the occasion of the International Democracy Day on Friday, Obi said there is a steady erosion of the civil space by the current government, which he said, if not checked, could sink the country into lawlessness. Now, Peter Obi said, on this year's celebration of the International Day, we must remind ourselves of the need to work together to build and to deepen our nation's democracy. And as witnessed in the country today, the mindless erosion of the very ideas and tenets on which Nigeria's democracy was built, if not checked, will only push the nation into deeper lawlessness. The current trend of endemic corruption, abuse of the constitution, disrespect for the rule of law, and transactional politics, which cuts across the executive, the legislative, and the judicial arms of government, have continued to conflict with our nation's enforcement of democracy. The former Anambra State governor stated. He added that as a consequence of these democratic threats, our dear nation has continued to sway dangerously away from the boundaries of true democracy. Gradually, he said, we are losing one of the biggest intangible assets that makes a strong nation, which is respect for the rule of law. He has called on all Nigerians to remain committed to building and reinforcing our nation's democracy. Once again, Obi has reinstated his commitment to a new and truly democratic Nigeria. He has declared his struggle that his struggle is solely for the betterment of our nation and our society. The vision of a new and a truly democratic Nigeria is born out of deep conviction that Nigeria, if given good leadership, as Obi has offered to give, then it would be beneficial to every Nigerian. We must not give up on our nation because a new and a truly democratic Nigeria is possible. The Labour Party candidate has lodged an appeal at the Supreme Court in which he said it is in his bid to retrieve his mandate freely given to him during the February 25th election. Tinubu was declared the winner of the election and recently affirmed the winner of the election by the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal in an anonymous decision in a case instituted against the INEC declaration by Obi and two others. But then, my country people, Peter Obi has made it known that the Nigeria's judicial, executive, and legislative arms are all infected with corruption and disrespect for the rule of law. Yes, it seems that the current trend of endemic corruption and abuse of the constitution, disrespect for the rule of law, and transactional policies cuts across all the Nigeria's executive, both the legislative, judicial arms, and has indeed threatened the country's democracy. We have even passed way beyond corruption. Now we are talking about threats to our democracy. The former Anambra State governor on Friday, in a statement he posted on his X, as Nigeria joined other countries of the world to mark this year's International Democracy Day celebration, the Labour Party presidential candidate who is challenging the election of President Bola Tinubu of the ruling All Progressive Congress said if the mindless erosion of ideas on which the Nigeria's democracy was built is not checked, then this country would definitely be pushed into more deeper lawlessness. And according to him, Nigeria has continued to swing dangerously away from the boundaries of true democracy, and the country is gradually losing its respect for the rule of law, which is one biggest intangible asset that makes a nation strong. Without it, our nation cannot be strong. And as weakness in the country today, all those things are being threatened in our country because the disrespect for the rule of law and transitional politics cuts across both the executive, the legislative, and the judicial arms of government, and has continued to conflict with our nation's enforcement of democracy. I mean, the both of them are really clashing. So, my country people, Peter Obi has made his statement, guys. What are your thoughts on this? However, Nigerians have reacted. Who is Peter Obi? Well, God, our God-given clean leader. We Nigerian voters gave you a mandate and we are truly behind you. What does Gregory Obi know about democracy? It is apparent that his failed presidential aspirant hasn't yet got out of the cocoon with his prophets and his prophetess. Okay? They say every day for the thief, but just one day for the owner. We dey here. I advise you people to go prepare for the 2027 election. All evil enchantments wouldn't yield anything. So, Oga, please go and rest. You are talking too much. Obi, are you a stranger? What is the logo and the emblem of the Advanced Professional Criminals APC? It is filled with lawlessness, thuggery, miscreants, vagabond hoodlums, again and again. So guys, these are reactions from Nigerians. My country people, I'm dropping here. Kindly share your thoughts on this in the comments section. Thank you.